All right, we're back with more. Bob Pompeani, Andrew Fillipponi. We got a bunch of calls. Let's get right to them, Pony. We're going to begin with Robert, who joins us right now on line number 2. Hello, Robert. How are you?
Hi, Robert, on line 2.
Good evening, gentlemen. Glad to talk with you. I don't know if either one of you were at the game tonight.
I was.
But I will tell you, for me, I was at the game. For me personally, the highlight of the game was between I believe it was the first and second period. There was a young woman with obviously a black wig on playing guitar with the band, and she knocked it out of the park, baby. That was. She had me rolling, brother.
Selena, it was 80s night, and she liked Dan Potash. They like to kick it up to whatever the theme night is. And so, yeah, Robert, she was Joan Jett, and she got into the band, was playing the guitar. I don't even know how that happened.
Bob, did you like hair bands? Did you get into that whole movement?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you like
Thanks,
the
Robert,
love ballads of the era? Did you get into that music?
I was into the 80s movie,
Would you sweep Lisa off her feet?
No.
And play her some of that music? No?
No, I don't. That's not the kind of music you use to sweep off your feet. We enjoyed that music. I thought the 80s was a great time. It really was. And what are you going to do, though? All of a sudden, I was talking to people today. It makes me feel old that a lot of them don't even remember the songs back then. I'm thinking, come on now. But that's how it is as you move through life. Let's go out to, and Selena did a good job. I was very surprised and humored by it all. Let's go out to Joe in Lake Trobe, Pennsylvania. What's up, Joe?
Hi,
Hello, Joe.
Hi, a couple things. A couple things. I think the Steelers should keep Mason Rudolph number 1 quarterback going in this year. I know it's not the ideal fit. If they can drop the number 1, I don't like this talk of Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Also, Bob, what's the toughest hole in golf you've ever golfed in your life? I'll hang up, listen to your response.
All right, can I tackle that one first, Pony? I'll give him that answer. First of all, I have many that are tough, but I thought probably the toughest one for me was number 18 at Muirfield Village. That's where they play the Memorial Tournament. It is just a long par 4 that demands 4 tremendous shots to make par. So 18 at Oakmont's also good. There are so many good golf holes, but that would be number 1 on my list.
All right, keep bragging, Bob. How about the ones at Augusta National that give you trouble? Pebble Beach.
I'm
Have you
answering
played
a
St.
question.
Andrews yet? I mean, let's go through all these. Have you gone down and played the TPC at Sawgrass? All these iconic places.
Yeah, 17 is a tough hole.
Most of us are talking about the public courses here. You've played all these big-name courses
Andrew,
all around the world.
All I was doing was answering the question. That's the answer. Now, you can answer the Rudolph question. By the way, I would hope that if you're really, truly a Steeler fan out there, this hatred that has come for, Mason Rudolph, I just hope that if you really want success for the team, I mean, the best case scenario is have him play well and have him do what many think he cannot do, because it would solve a lot of problems and it would allow you to use money at other things. Now, most people don't believe he's going to be that guy. We'll find out, because I agree with that caller in that he should be here with some free agent, and I choose Trubisky because I don't think they're going to make a big play. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? He has 2 playoff seasons, and he has 63 touchdowns and 48 interceptions in his career.
Okay, so this is what I'm confused about with Trubisky. So people think, so was Matt Nagy a bad coach? Because Matt Nagy has a really good record too, and he got fired. So I hear people say, the coach was terrible. The coach was 20 games over 500. The coach has been just as good as Tomlin in the last 4 years.
Mitch Trubisky at his quarterback. All I'm saying is that he is, to me, of all the guys out there I'd like to see, because I think he benefited having a year off in Buffalo, I think he's the kind of guy who could come here and fit in well. And I don't see them making a major trade. I get the feeling Aaron Rodgers is going to stay right where he is in Green Bay. If not that, he'll retire. I don't think Green Bay is going to trade him. So if you're ruling him out, I mean, you could talk about Russell Wilson all you want, but I don't see that as a possibility. What other possibilities are there?
Well, there's a lot more. There's a difference. I don't have any personal vendetta against Mason Rudolph. I'm just not banking on him being good the same way I didn't just blindly believe this offensive line last year was going to be good like some people. Oh, give the offensive line a chance. They're all new guys. They were worse. They were actually worse in 2021 than 2020. Hard to believe, but it was true. They regressed. They went from really bad to really, really bad last year with all new guys for the most part.
Right.
And
they didn't address it adequately. No, you're right about that.
And let me tell you something. It's actually, would it be great if Mason Rudolph was awesome? Yeah. But also, if he's really bad, it's not the worst thing in the world either.
No, it's not.
Because then you get a great pick, and then maybe a Phil Jurkovec or a Bryce Young or
There's
CJ
a lot more
Stroud.
quarterbacks next year's draft. But, the thing about this draft is you won't know really what they're going to need until you go through free agency. That's why when these mock drafts come out.
Well, that's why you bring Jameis in. That's why you get Jameis on the cheap.
You could. I mean, that's another option out there. We'll see. But my point is, these trade but the Steelers, first of all, I don't think the Steelers would do what it would be required to make a trade. I think they have an issue with so many other positions that if it were just one player away, that quarterback from being a Super Bowl contender, and I just don't think that's the case next year. I think as they work toward this, it's a multi-year kind of redo. So we'll see. Let's go out to another call. We have Dominic in Masontown. Hey, Dominic, how are you?
Hello,
hey,
Dominic.
How you doing, Bob?
What's up, man?
Hey, my man, Fillipponi.
Hey, what up, Dom?
How you doing? Hey, I hope Rudolph does do good this coming football season. Let's give him a chance to see what happens, And I think you two make a great team together.
Yep. Just like we gave Dave Woodley a chance in the 80s, and just like we gave your man Mark Malone a chance, Bob, let's give those guys a chance. Let's give Kent Graham a chance again. They ran a lot of guys through here that weren't very good. I wonder back then, it was 80s night at the Penguins game. Were they saying the same thing back in 84 or 83 when they passed on Marino?
I think the NFL
let's give Bradshaw and Malone a chance.
The NFL is full of players who were supposed to be better than they were all throughout the league. All you have to do is look at recent history to know that. So, in fact, Louis Riddick, everybody wants him to be the GM. He once said I'd pass on Josh Allen. So this is such a subjective thing. And again, my point is.
And you've been down on Kenny Pickett, Bob. You've not said in
I
a
said
long
he would
time,
be a good quarterback.
Go get Kenny Pickett.
No, I haven't.
You have not said move up and get him. Why?
Nope.
Small hands?
No.
Tiny hand syndrome?
That has nothing to do with it. I think
what
to
is it?
move up, I don't look at him as an elite franchise quarterback. I think he'll be a good quarterback in the league. I can't go beyond that. That's just my feeling, and I wouldn't move up. I don't think this is a good year to draft a quarterback in the first round, in my opinion. That's just me. So, I mean, there are a lot of different ways to go. Let's go out to Dan, who wants to offer his opinion. He's in Indiana, Pennsylvania. Hey, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Tony. I know we've been talking a lot about the future of the Steelers quarterback, but I have a hypothetical out there that what if the Steelers were to sign Lamar Jackson when his contract is up, because the Ravens haven't re-signed him yet, and
they will.
It gives them a year to work with, but just curious to hear your thoughts on that.
No,
Thanks.
Dan, they're going to sign him. And the thing that's strange about him is he is not represented by anyone except himself and his mother, which is very interesting to me. You're talking about massive amounts of money. And I don't know about you, Andrew, but I am shocked that he doesn't have someone. And I'm sure there are people who have his best interest at heart. But a complicated deal like that one that could be, you got to have some more than just your mom and yourself doing the job, don't you think?
And, Bob, don't you think it's interesting that Tomlin preaches mobility and Colbert preaches accuracy? You find that odd?
I find that.
One guy says it's about accuracy, the other guy says it's about mobility.
Again, I think you need both today. You got to have both. You got to have, hopefully, guys who are mobile on the run making accurate throws. So yeah, but they have. I don't know that Tomlin, when he said mobility as much as he did, you could read into that anything you want. I think my guess would be more somebody who can make a play out of the pocket. Why did he keep saying it? He had diarrhea
of the mouth. He couldn't stop
because
saying
he
it.
Mobility.
Mobility.
Because he couldn't have a quarterback who didn't do it. Ben Roethlisberger couldn't do it anymore like he once did, and I think he realized we all know that you got to have people who can break that contain, get out, and make a throw on the run. Ben used to do it all the time, and it was.
Do you think that Mason Rudolph, if he played all of 2022, do you think he would be better than Ben Roethlisberger last year, if given the opportunity?
I think he'd give them more of an option in terms of mobility, yes. I don't know where that would mean.
Again,
here's my thing.
Do you think he'll be better than Ben?
I've only seen, again, what I can tell you is I've only seen him twice in 2 years. So, to me, that 1 year he started, there was a whole bunch of stuff that went on, including hits to the head, that I think affected him. I really do. But I've seen 2 starts in 2 years. I want to see more, especially if it means that there are no viable options out there and they're not going to make a trade. Then it could work one of 2 ways. Either he plays well and they benefit, or he doesn't and they also benefit. So that's the way I would look at it. Anyway, I got to go to a break.
Well, I just hope if they don't benefit, they do badly and not finish like 8-9 or 7-10, Bob. Then they're stuck again.
Well, when I say benefit, if it's bad, it should be less than that. And if it is, they could take advantage of it. Anyway, we got to go to break here, Andrew. I'm way over again.
All right, Bob.
We need more time. Could you please lobby the
That's my
bosses to
fault.
make sure we do that? We'll be back
They
with
don't
more.
listen to me.
Right here on Pittsburgh CW and 937 FM.